Hello, my name is Eunice Njoki, and today we're interviewing Dr. Astrid Szogs for the EPIX project, who took part of the CLUSTERXCHANGE last year at the FIRA Barcelona for the Smart City Congress. And today we're going to talk about the experiences of the CLUSTERXCHANGE and what they did so far with the MovieNet. And so I'm going to start with the first question. So what does your company MovieNet do, and who do you represent?
Yes, thank you. MovieNet is the mobility and logistics network of the region of Northern Hesse. So we have different companies from the field of mobility and logistics. And we organize for these companies and other stakeholders platforms, various events for cooperation, for exchange that is taking place. Recent topics and trends in the field of logistics and mobility, and also we cooperate very much not only on the regional level here in Northern Hesse, Germany, also we cooperate nationwide, and international projects are also part of our project portfolio.
Thank you very much. So jumping directly to the CLUSTERXCHANGE and the experience you had so far with EPIX project. So a few words. Could you describe the EPIX project first, likely in a short sentence, and secondly, why did you join the project, the CLUSTERXCHANGE to Barcelona?
Yes, for us a very interesting opportunity. We are, as a cluster of mobility, registered also on the European Cluster Collaboration platform, and now increasing during the past years we have observed, of course, a trend towards much more cross-cluster collaboration. And even though, as I was just outlining, we're a cluster of mobility and logistics, but increasingly we are dealing with issues of smart city and smart region due to digitization trends, of course. Just talking about, for example, Logistics 4.0 and all the connected and automated trends in mobility as well. So the project for us has offered very great opportunities here to get in touch with other clusters internationally and have an exchange here to deal specifically with topics on smart city and provide this new knowledge to our members, of course, with the overall goal of exchange of knowledge and being, educated in the field of smart city also as cluster managers. And then the CLUSTERXCHANGE to the Smart City Congress in Barcelona was a very interesting opportunity for us to dig much deeper into this new topic of smart city and really participate in this very extensive and intensive knowledge exchange program. Also, of course, attending trade fairs is always a fantastic opportunity to meet new potential business partners, get involved in new projects, and very importantly, also represent our cluster at this international trade fair.
What was the most impressive part of the whole CLUSTERXCHANGE, of the program? Where did you see the connections between your cluster of mobility, the conference, EPIX, and the CLUSTERXCHANGE?
Yeah, to us it was very interesting to visit the Smart City Expo organized by FIRA Barcelona. And then I would like to stress also joining the conference program of Tomorrow Mobility. We had the opportunity to join very interesting panels, really, with the up-to-date trends that are now taking place in mobility. So this was very interesting as we came for the Smart City Congress with all variety of topics around smart city, and here we had a very concrete focus on mobility. So definitely for MovieNet as a cluster of mobility and logistics, this was absolutely very, very interesting, and we learned a lot that we could implement in our daily work. I would also like to mention that the visit by the city of Barcelona actually was very interesting. We were had a guided tour through the city and really inspired also concerning how the city is dealing with green, sustainable and smart projects. And in this connection, I would also like to mention the Superblock project of the city of Barcelona, where very wide pavements and more plants and more spaces, for meeting and also even for playing for kids have been installed. And this is a really fantastic project, I think, for large cities, to give more space also, for green, sustainable and smart aspects.
So last but not least, I would like to ask one more question for the SMEs. So why is it a good opportunity for SMEs to join the CLUSTERXCHANGE, and do you have some perspectives on that?
Cluster Exchange is a really good opportunity for SMEs to connect on an international level, to use this platform that the EPIX project is also offering, to make new business contacts and enter new markets, and then potentially also find specific knowledge in that overall field of smart city that is needed for their specific needs. So we have had that recent example also. So it's about educating, it's about connecting, it's about finding new business contacts and entering markets. So this is a really great opportunity. I can also mention in that context that within the project we have the opportunity to support the companies also financially. There's a certain lump sum available, and we organize even the events that are taking place, really look for relevant trade fairs, for example, in all the participating countries. So this is a fantastic opportunity that I can just recommend all SMEs to use and participate.
Perfect. So Astrid, thank you for taking the time to join the interview, and hopefully see you soon on the next Cluster Exchange organized by the Cluster of MovieNet. Thank you.